Big news, Zelda fans. Nintendo has officially announced the date for the live-action Legend of Zelda movie, March 26, 2027. But there's one big question on everyone's mind, at least I personally think: should Link finally have a voice? In the games, Link has always been a silent protagonist. Sure, he grunts, yells, lets out occasional ha, guys, we all see him do his spins, but he never actually speaks. Unless you go back to the way 3DO days, but let's not talk about that. So should the movie stick with the tradition, or is it time for Link to break his silence? Let's weigh in on some of the pros and cons. Let's start off with the pros. Character depth. A voice Link could give us a deeper look into his personality, emotions, and motivations. It would allow for the movie to tell a more engaging story and through meaningful dialogue. And like another way about it is like better interactions with other characters. Let's be honest. Having a main character who doesn't talk can make conversations awkward, especially in movies. Giving Link a voice could create more natural and dynamic interactions with Zelda, Ganondorf, and the other characters who will be in the movie, of course. And more immersion for the audience. A silent protagonist works in video games because the players immerse themselves as the characters, but in a movie, a completely silent hero might feel, out of place, especially for movie audiences who don't know the Legend of Zelda Link character as deeply as us who are Nintendo fans. But on the flip side, let's talk about some of the cons. Breaking tradition. For decades, Link has been silent. His expressions, actions, grunts have been enough to convey emotions, giving him a voice that could feel jarring and unnecessary for longtime fans. So if you're a longtime fan out there, it could be like, wait, what's this? Especially if it's a bad fan. And that's why finding the right voice is another con. Let's face it, if Link does talk, the voice has to be perfect. It has to be the best casting, the voice director. Everything has to be spot on, else it's just going to feel out of place. It can't just be anybody out there playing or voicing Link. And silence as a strength. There's something powerful about a hero who doesn't need words to convey their courage. Many classic movie protagonists like Mad Max, Wall-E have minimal dialogue, yet they remain iconic. A silent Link could make the film stand out in the sea of traditional action and adventure movies. Overall, it's a tough call. On one hand, a voice Link could make the movie more impressive and immersive and engaging. On the other hand, the silence has been a core part of the character for years, and Nintendo and the filmmakers have a big decision to make. Now I want to hear from you. Should Link finally be able to talk in the Legend of Zelda movie coming out in a few years, or should he stay true to his silence root? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.